Have you ever felt like you are playing a rigged game? It is January 2026 and the world feels more expensive than ever before. You wake up early and work 10 hours a day. You have seen your salary increase over the last few years. Yet when you look at your bank account balance, it still feels like a punch in the gut. The numbers are just not adding up. You are working harder, but you are not getting any closer to freedom. The truth is that you are caught in a financial hamster wheel. Most people spend their entire lives running as fast as they can just to stay in the same place. They think the problem is that they do not earn enough money, but that is a lie that the system wants you to believe. The real problem is that you were never taught how to keep the money you make. The education system was designed to create good employees and obedient consumers. It was never meant to create wealthy individuals who control their own destiny. Schools taught you how to trade your time for a paycheck, but they never taught you the rules of the game that the top 1% play by. Today we are going to change that. We are going to deconstruct the 5 golden rules of money that the rich use to build empires. These are not the boring tips you hear from your bank manager. These are the brutal and honest principles that will determine your future. If you are tired of watching your hard-earned cash vanish into thin air, then pay close attention. Because by the end of this conversation, you will have the blueprint to stop the bleeding and start building real wealth. Let us get straight into the first rule. Rule number 1 is to never apologize for wanting to be wealthy. In our society, there is a hidden shame attached to the desire for money. We are told from a young age that money is the root of all evil. We are told that wanting more is greedy or selfish. But let us look at the reality of 2026. Without money, you have no choices. Without money, you are a slave to someone else's schedule. The rich do not hide their desire for success, and neither should you. Wealth is not just about fancy cars or big houses. Wealth is about the ability to say no to things you do not want to do. It is about providing a better life for your family and security for your future. When you apologize for wanting to be rich, you are essentially apologizing for wanting to be free. The system loves it when you feel guilty about money because guilt keeps you small. It keeps you from asking for a raise or starting that business. It keeps you playing safe while the people who make the rules get ahead. Stop telling yourself that money does not matter. It matters every single day when you pay your rent or buy groceries. Own your ambition and stop seeking permission to be successful. The moment you decide that you deserve wealth is the moment you start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles. Rule number 2 is that you must advertise your value to the world. There is a huge difference between being good at something and being wealthy. The world is full of talented people who are completely broke. They are waiting for someone to discover them. They are waiting for a boss to recognize their hard work. But the rich know that if you do not promote yourself, no one else will. In 2026, your degree is just a piece of paper that proves you can follow instructions. The market does not pay for degrees anymore. The market pays for solutions to problems and for proof of value. You might be the best artist or the smartest engineer in the room, but if you are the world's best-kept secret, you will always be underpaid. You need to develop high-income skills, and then you need to let people know you have them. Think about the products you buy every day. They are not always the best products in the world. They are just the products that had the best marketing. The same applies to your career and your business. You are a brand whether you like it or not. If you are not comfortable talking about your ideas and selling your vision, you will stay stuck. Successful people are constant promoters of their mission. They do not wait for permission to speak. They create their own platforms and they demand attention. If you have a skill that can help people, it is your duty to share it. Staying silent is not humble. Staying silent is just a fast track to poverty. Rule number 3 is to make decisions quickly and change them slowly. This is the biggest psychological gap between the wealthy and everyone else. Most people suffer from analysis paralysis. They spend months or even years thinking about starting a project. They read every book and watch every video, but they never take action. They are terrified of making the wrong choice. But the rich understand that indecision is a choice in itself. In a world that moves as fast as 2026, waiting too long is a death sentence for your finances. Successful people gather enough information to make an informed guess, and then they move. They know that they can fix mistakes along the way, but they cannot fix a move they never made. Once they pick a direction, they stick to it with brutal determination. They do not get discouraged by the first sign of trouble. They do not jump from one shiny object to the next every time a new trend appears. They choose a path, and they keep going until it works. or until the data proves it is impossible. Most people do the exact opposite. They take forever to decide on something, and then they give up at the first hurdle. They are quick to quit but slow to start. If you want to build wealth, you must reverse this pattern. Trust your gut and move before you feel fully prepared. Perfection is a trap that keeps you poor. Rule number 4 is to plug the financial leaks that are killing your future. This is where most people lose the battle without even knowing they are in a fight. We call this the subscription vampire effect. Think about all the small monthly charges on your bank statement, the streaming services you do not watch, the gym membership you have not used since last year, the premium apps that you forgot you even downloaded. These look like small amounts, but they are a massive drain on your potential. $10 here and $20 there adds up to thousands over a year. But the leaks are not just in subscriptions. They are in the 24% interest you are paying on your credit card debt. The average person is carrying thousands in high-interest debt. This is a financial emergency that most people treat as normal. Every dollar you pay in interest is a dollar that is stolen from your future self. You are literally paying a penalty for money you have already spent. The rich look at their bank statements like a detective investigating a crime scene. They identify every single unnecessary expense and they cut it ruthlessly. They do not buy things just because they are on sale, because they know that spending $30 to save $20 is still spending $30. They avoid the housing trap where they spend 50% of their income on a prestigious zip code. They understand that a house you live in is often a liability and not an asset. They look for energy waste in their homes and food waste in their kitchens. Did you know that the average household throws away 20% of the food they buy? That is like taking every 5th grocery bill and throwing it in the trash. If you want to be rich, you need to stop acting like a lottery winner and start acting like a business owner. Audit your life and find out where your money is going. Plug the holes before you try to pour more water into the bucket. Rule number 5 is the most important of all. You must take care of yourself first. You are the goose that lays the golden eggs. Your health and your mindset are the primary engines of your wealth. If you neglect your body, you will not have the energy to execute your plans. Most people work themselves into the ground and eat garbage food. They think they are being productive by skipping sleep and living on caffeine. But in 2026, performance is everything. You cannot make high-level decisions when your brain is foggy from lack of rest. You cannot build a business when you are constantly exhausted and stressed. The rich invest heavily in their physical well-being. They know that $1 million is worthless if you do not have the health to enjoy it. But taking care of yourself also means taking care of your mind. You need to protect your focus from the constant noise of social media. You need to invest in your education and constantly upgrade your skills. The moment you stop learning is the moment you start becoming obsolete. Wealth is a result of who you become as a person. If you want to have more, you must first be more. Prioritize your sleep and your nutrition and your mental clarity. These are not luxuries. They are the foundation of your entire financial empire. Now let us talk about how you can apply these rules starting right now. You do not need to wait for a miracle or a promotion. You need a strategy for the next 7 days. On day 1, you are going to audit your bank statements for the last 3 months. Find every subscription vampire and cancel it immediately. Do not tell yourself you might use it later. If you have not used it this month, you do not need it. On day 2, you are going to list every single debt you owe. Write down the balance and the interest rate for each one. Identify the debt with the highest interest rate. This is the enemy you must destroy first. On day 3, you are going to look at your daily habits. Calculate how much you spend on convenience and small luxuries. That $6 coffee and $12 lunch are costing you thousands a year. Decide what you are willing to sacrifice now so you do not have to sacrifice later. On day 2, you are going to identify your high-income skill. What is the one thing you can do that provides massive value to others? If you do not have one, then today is the day you start learning one. Look for skills that are in high demand in 2026, like artificial intelligence or digital marketing. On day 5, you are going to create a plan to advertise that skill. Update your professional profile or reach out to potential clients. Stop being a secret and start being a solution. On day 6, you are going to set up an automatic investment, even if it is only $50 a month. The goal is to build the habit of paying yourself first. Let the power of compound interest work for you while you sleep. On day 7, you are going to commit to a physical routine. Walk for 30 minutes or go to the gym. Remind yourself that you are the most valuable asset you will ever own. Building wealth is not about luck. It is about consistency and discipline. It is about following the rules of the game every single day. Most people will watch this and do nothing. They will go back to their old habits and keep wondering why they are broke. But you are different. You are still here because you know that you are capable of more. You have the blueprint now. The only question is whether you are brave enough to follow it. The system is designed to keep you comfortable and poor. Break the cycle and take control of your future. The rules are simple, but the execution is where the winners are made. Do not apologize for your ambition. Do not hide your value. Make your moves quickly and plug your leaks. And never forget to invest in yourself. 2026 can be the year your life changes forever, or it can be just another year of running on the hamster wheel. The choice is yours. Stop waiting for a sign and start taking action. Freedom is not given. It is taken by those who are willing to do the work. Your future self is watching you right now. Make them proud. Go out there and claim the life you deserve.